Hello again, fellow Pokefans, and welcome back to my first look at the Furious Fist expansion. And we'll finish off these two packs here, because I only got through two in the first video, because I like to look through all of them, all the cards that is, and like kind of, see how good they are and everything. And of course, you can comment to win one of the codes, as usual. So, let's see what we got here. We got Noibat. Very nice. Very, very nice. So, it's just kind of flying through an open cave, it looks like. It's got 60 hit points. Tackle and Gust. Pretty straightforward. And we got Drowsy. Who's moving some rocks around with his mind, apparently. And looking pretty conniving while he does it with his little, look at his eyeballs. Maybe you can focus on them there. Here we go, he's like, yeah! He's got 70 hit points. Oh, I gotta refocus again, holy! Oh, that's why he's using Sinister Suggestion. Whenever your opponent flips a coin during the next turn, treat it as tails. Wow. So, that's cool. And Psyshot. Okay. And we got Pat Rat, who looks like he's running away from something, because he's looking behind him. Oh, he's doing a safety check, that's why. Look at one of your face down prize cards. He's got 60 hit points. So, no attacks on him, but oh. We got Shroomish, who always looks annoyed. And there's some pollen floating through the air in the background, it looks like. 60 hit points and Tackle, so another pretty straightforward card. And we got Clefairy, who's playing with some flowers that pollen must have came from. And of course the moon's in the background. And 60 hit points. Moonlight, heal 30 damage, holy. That's going to be pretty useful in the beginning of the game. And Pound for 20 damage. And we got Poliwhirl, who's just chilling in a little stream. And it's got 80 hit points. And Rain Splash. And Finishing Blow. 50 damage plus. If your opponent's active Pokemon already has any damage counters on it. This attack does 50 more damage. Holy. 100 damage from a stage 1. That's crazy. Oh, we got Machoke, who's just flexing those guns under a waterfall by the looks of it. So that's pretty sweet. He's got 90 hit points and Beatdown. It's just a straight up beatdown that he's prepping for. Pumping that iron. Ooh, getting the pump. And we got Weeping Bile. Just hanging from a tree. He's got 80 hit points. Vine Whip for 20 and Spit Poison. And 40 damage, and it poisons them without a coin flip, so that's really good. And the reverse, we got a reverse Trapinch. And I went over his card in the first video, so I won't do that again. And the rare, ooh, a Sylveon. Another non-holo rare. That's too bad. But it's a very nice background. It's very colorful and adorable. And it's got 90 hit points. And Curly Ribbon, which somehow does damage. Move an energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon to one of his or her bench Pokemon. That's pretty useful. And then Echoed Voice. I'm sure we know what Echoed Voice does. 50 damage during your next turn. This Pokemon's Echoed Voice does 50 more damage. So, 100 damage. Pretty high damage output on some of these cards. Okay, and we'll look at the Halucha pack. See what we have in store in here. Okay. Let's get that out of the way. Okay. And another code. Okay. And we got another Skaroopy, which I went over in the first video, so I won't do that again. And Shelmet, went over that on the first video. And Mienfoo. I think this is the same order as that pack again. Yeah, Minun. Holy, this is like rinse and repeat. Oh, except Bellsprout. I don't think we've had that yet. He looks kind of lost on that path. He's got 50 hit points, Vine Whip and Knock Off, and discard a random card from your opponent's hand. That could be pretty useful. Ooh, we got Dedine. Very nice. Or Dedine, some people have pronounced it. Not sure which one is right. I'd have to watch the show, I guess. 70 hit points, and Entrainment. Yeah. Okay. Search your deck for up to 2 basic Pokemon and put them into your bench. That's really useful. And then Energy Short. 20 times. This deck does 20 damage times the amount of energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. So that could be really useful if they're using a Pokemon that needs a high energy count. Oh, we got Mian Xiao. That is a cool picture. It's got like an aura around it. That is a really good picture. Wow. And we got 90 hit points on there. An Arrow Turn, 40 damage. And return this Pokemon and all cards attached to it to your hand. And High Jump Kick does 40 damage. So, there you go. If you need to retreat, you can do damage and retreat. So that's pretty useful. And we got the Jaw Fossil. And we all know who that turns into, am I right? A little bit of a tyrant, you might say. Look at the bottom 7 cards on your deck. You may reveal a tyrant you find there and put it into your bench. Shuffle the other cards back into your deck. Okay, so the fossil is not a basic Pokemon anymore. It's just like an item to bring out the prehistoric Pokemon. So that's pretty good. And then the reverse. Ooh, a reverse Clawitzer. That's sweet. It's another awesome picture there. Not sure what's going on. He's probably like jetting through the water or something. Kind of looks like he's creating a wind tunnel. He's got 100 hit points. Reverse Thrust. Maybe that's what it is. 30 damage, and switch this Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon. So another attack and retreat. And Splash Cannon, 50 damage. This attack does 20 more damage for each water energy attached to this Pokemon. So that could be very powerful too. Very nice card. That's a good find. And then the rare. Oh, Noivern. Another one of my new favorite Pokemon. I absolutely love Noivern. He's so awesome. And he's holographic, yeah. He's got 100 hit points. Looks like he's using echolocation. You can barely read the writing on there. And then, well, on the camera anyway. If any damage is done to this Pokemon by attacks, flip a coin. If heads, prevent that damage. So it's just like Transparency on Haunter in one of the old sets. And then Boom Burst, of course, his signature move. You need a Psychic and a Dark. This attack does 30 damage to each of your opponent's Pokemon. So not high damage, but it could be very useful if they have basic Pokemon on their bench. So, very nice, very, very nice. I like that. Well, so we're only at 8 minutes, so maybe I'll do another pack. Tricked you, didn't I? You thought I only had 2 left. But I have another Halucha. Okay, another code. That's 3 codes you could potentially get. And this one starts with Plusle. Of course, the counterpart to Minun, who also looks happy. And I bet if you put their cards beside each other, they like make a complete picture. It kind of looks like that. 70 hit points. Positive hand. Discard a basic energy from your hand. If you do, draw 2 cards. And Electric Tail does 30 damage, and if you get a heads on a coin flip, it's paralyzed. The defending Pokemon, anyway. Oh, a different Clefairy. A very cartoony looking one. That's cute. He's got 60 hit points. And Moonblast. During your opponent's next turn, any damage done by attacks from the defending Pokemon is reduced by 10. Oh, that's good. So, does 10 damage and prevents 10 damage. That's pretty good. And we got a little Eevee. Oh, I really like that picture. It looks so adorable. He's got 50 hit points. And Energy Evolution. Oh, jeez. When you attach a basic energy from your hand to this Pokemon, you may search your deck for a card that evolves from this Pokemon. Put that that is the same type as the energy card you put onto this Pokemon. Okay, so that's really useful. And then Gnaw does 10 damage. And we got Electabuzz. I am really liking the artwork in this set. There's a lot of really good art. And there's Electabuzz using Lightning Punch, maybe. He's got 80 hit points. Lightning Punch does 10 damage, and Ambush does 20. And if you get a heads, it does 20 more damage. And we got, the return of the Gothita. He's dancing in a bunch of flowers. Got 50 hit points, does Slap for 10 damage, Psybolt does 10 damage, and of course, Psybolt can paralyze if you get heads. And we got Combuskin. Oh, nice. Does that mean Mega Blaziken's in this set? Oh, probably. It's got 80 hit points, and he's karate kicking a wooden plank in half. Slash for 30 damage, Mid-Air Strike, that's probably what he's doing. 50 damage plus 20 if you get a heads. We got the Fighting Stadium. I'm assuming this favors fighting Pokemon. The attacks of each fighting Pokemon in play do 20 more damage to the defending EX Pokemon. Wow, so if you use that special fighting energy, that's a lot of extra damage. Oh, and we got Gothorita, who looks kind of scared and alone. 80 hit points. And Fortunate Eye, look at the top 5 cards of your opponent's deck and put them back in any order you choose. And then Smack for 30 damage. And the reverse is Pikachu! Very nice. Who looks like you can tell by the tail, is running through out of a forest, maybe Viridian Forest? He's got 60 hit points, and Thunder Shock, of course, 20 damage, and of course if you get a heads, it could paralyze. And the rare is Jinx! Very nice. Seems to be winking at the Machamp behind it there, like, hey big boy! He's got 70 hit points, and Victory Kiss. Once during your turn before you attack, if this Pokemon is on your bench, you may heal 10 damage from your active Pokemon. That's pretty good. And it's got Hug for 30 damage, and your opponent can't retreat. So there you go. 3 packs. Isn't that special? Now let's look at the rare cards that we got. We got the Jinx. We got the holographic Noivern. We got this reverse Clawitzer. And we got Sylveon. So not bad, not bad. Well, it's over 12 minutes now, so I'll try to be quick. Thanks for watching, everybody, and make sure to stay tuned. And as usual, have a good time, everybody, and catch them all. Yay!